Here today at 720,000 for the first call. At 720 are we done. Can entice you in for another 20 on top at 720,000. Second call looking for 40 at 720,000. At 40 now, welcome and best of luck at 40 now, and 60 it's got to be. At 740,000, the bid's here now at 40. At 60 you got 760,000, 80 can I say. At 760,000, the bid's there now at 60. At 760 the bid. At 760,000, fairly been offered now at 760. At 760,000 bid there, opportunity with you against your bid at 60 now. First call at 760,000 all done. Second call at 760,000, done, finished. Third, final call at $760,000 the bid. Are we all done? All finished. Silent, out at 760,000. Are we absolutely sure over here? Just the one bid at 760, the bid over there against your bid now at 760,000. Need to dig deep if you want to buy. Throw your hat back in the ring at 760,000. At 760 the bid. If there's no further bidding, I will refer to the vendor at 760,000 bid there.
Will you take 5, Rob?
I'll take 10 if it helps. Can I say 70? At 5? 765? At 765 and welcome back. And I'll give you the same courtesy at 5 if you like. At 765 and 70 now. At 770,000, small bids help the top competition come along. Big bids lock the competition out. Big bids buy property at 770 in the bids there. I'll still take the 5 if you've got it. At 770,000. At 770 the bid. At 770,000 bid there. Opportunity with you at 770 now. At $770,000 the bid for the first call. At 770 are we done. At 770,000 twice at 770, done, finished. Third, final call at 75. Welcome and best of luck at 75 now. Fresh bidding at 75. Best response at 80 now. At 780 and 85. At 785 now. At 785,000. Perhaps round me off to 800 and let's get it done. At 785,000. Fairly been offered now at 785. 800,000 and a great bid at that. At 800,000 at 805. I was going to say don't let it scare you off. It's just a round number. At 805 the bid now. At 805,000. 10 can I suggest. At 805,000 fairly been offered. At 805 the bid. At 805,000 bids there across the road. Opportunity with you. At 805,000 now at 810. At 810 and at 15. At 815 the bid. At 815,000. 20 will get you back on top at 815 now fairly been offered. At 815 the bid. At 815,000. First call at 815 are we done. Second call at 815 and at 820 now and 25 at 825 at 825,000 the quick retort at 825 and I will say that we're on the market and selling here today at 825,000 on the market and selling. If there's no further bid the keys will stay with you. They're there at the moment at 825. Are we definitely done over here? At 26 now at 826 and 7 at 827 at 827,000 we're done here. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. 827,000 bids there across the road. Opportunity here against the tree at 827. We're on the market. We sell here today. If you've come to buy, bid me now if ever hold your peace because we're selling at $827,000 the bid. For the first call at 827 all done. 28. At 28, at 9, at 829, at 829,000, at 30 now, it might take a bigger bid to buy here today at 830 now in the bids there, at 830,000 bid against you in 31 now, at 831,000, a little bit of hesitation in that last bid, cause for optimism, push on, try a big bid, small ones aren't helping, at 831, at 831,000, fairly been offered at 831 across the road, at 831 the bid. At 831,000, need instructions, we're selling. 831 now, first call at 831,000, done. 835. At 35, and that's a better bid, and 36 now. At 836, at 836,000, the quick retort again. At 836 and 40. At 840,000, 41 now, but straight back in at 41. At 841 the bid. At 841,000, you've worked so hard to put yourself in this position. At 845, push on, we're almost there. And 6 at 846. At 846,000, fairly been off now. 846 the bid. At 50 now, and that's better. And 51 straight back in again at 851. At 851,000, fairly been offered now at 851 the bid. At 851,000, we play for keeps. We're on the market. We sell 851. Bids there. Keys are there at 851. First call at 851,000 done. Second call at 851 done. Finished. Third, final call, $851,000 a bid. All done, all finished, all silent out at 851. Keys are over there. We're on the market and selling. Last chance, 851,000. I'll have your absolute best here today. Definitely done. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. At 851,000, bids there, keys are there. They tell me they're out. We sell. First call, second call, third, final call, $851,000 a bid. We're selling, selling, selling. Sold. Congratulations and well bid. Please join me in congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts, Rata & Co auction. Have a great weekend. See you.